Everyone on YouTube has watched movie recap videos, and these channels have gained significant popularity over the past 4 years. One key factor contributing to their widespread appeal is the remarkably high average view duration for these videos. The content attracts a broad audience due to its universal appreciation for good stories and well-crafted movies. In today's video, I'll guide you through the step-by-step process of creating movie recaps, from generating the video idea to publishing the final product. I'll also share insights on starting your own movie recaps YouTube channel if you're interested. Each segment of this video holds significance, as some details are better shown than said. The entire process can be summarized as follows. Find a captivating movie, watch and summarize it. Highlight the most engaging parts and retell the story. Edit it together with your voiceover and then publish it online. You can also use an AI voiceover software. Check the video description for my recommendations. This video, for instance, used a voiceover from 11 Labs.
Get to. Jim says it's okay, but when Luke leaves, it's clear that he is upset as well. 13 months later, the team of Luke, Renee, Sergey, and Nick has reached Mars.
Once your video is on YouTube, there's still back-end work to be addressed. Let's start from the first step, searching for good movies. There are several websites that offer legal options to watch and download movies for free or at a nominal cost. Unlike Netflix, there are no movie restrictions based on geographical regions. If you know the movie's name, just search through any of these websites, and you will likely see positive results. I discovered this movie on one of the websites. After watching the trailer, I felt it was a good choice, and I'll be using it as an illustration to demonstrate the entire movie recaps video production process. Some of the most popular movie recap genres that perform well on YouTube include mystery and adventure, fantasy, sci-fi, romance, horror, and K-drama. The trailer for this movie looked promising, and I got the movie from the website. The next step is to watch the movie. I have a notepad open on my desktop to type out what's happening in the film. Although this process is time-consuming, there's a way to improve the process using AI. For this tutorial, I won't be summarizing the entire movie, I'll just do the first and second scenes. Writing the script is the most labor-intensive part. It takes approximately 2 hours to write a good summary for a 1-hour movie if you're fast. While making notes, focus on conveying the message and capturing the idea. AI will handle grammar, structure, and punctuation. Although there's no AI tool for summarizing movies as of now, we might see something like that in the future. Depending on your resources and the movie's duration, you may need to do it yourself or outsource the work. Watch the entire movie and take notes as you go. Now, here's where AI plays a role. So, I'll be copying this passage for the next step. We are in ChatGPT, and I'll begin by typing, make grammatical corrections to the passage below, and add a few details where necessary. I'll paste the passage and hit enter. You'll notice that the AI tool will maintain the original story but with much improved grammar. Feel free to make additional adjustments to the script as you see fit. But for now, we're ready to move to the next step. Converting the script to a voiceover narration can be done in 2 ways, using your voice and microphone or an AI text-to-speech system. There are numerous excellent AI text-to-speech software tools. A quick search on Google or YouTube will reveal high-quality options. However, I'll be demonstrating with Murf AI text-to-speech software. You can find a link to the website in the video description below. I'm currently in the Murf AI studio, and the first thing I'll do is create a new audio project. I'll be redirected to this dashboard, where I can choose from a list of high-quality AI voiceover profiles. Explore various profiles for different use cases, then select the voice that best suits the project. This is the text box where you'll paste in the script. Use the play button below to render and preview the AI voiceover generation. You get 10 minutes for free with a new sign-up, and you can use the export button to download the audio file. I found a good AI voiceover profile for movie recaps, Ethan. Here's what it sounds like.
Hi, this is Ethan. I am among the professional Canadian voices in Murf.
I'll use this profile to create a narration, and this is a preview.
The scene begins with 2 men, who are awakened by gunshots in the distance. They quickly respond to the sound by arming themselves with their rifles. It's daybreak, and we can see the men heading...
I'll go ahead and download the audio file. Now, we reach the last and most crucial step of the entire process, editing the video. Personally, I use DaVinci Resolve for editing, but feel free to use any software you are familiar with. Editing movie recaps is straightforward. It's just about trimming and cutting to match the voiceover. No special effects or sound design are needed. Even Canva would do the job. The only potential issue might arise when uploading a large movie file to Canva. Here's the CapCut Windows PC video editor in action. Firstly, import the movie file and the Murf AI voiceover file. Drag the movie file into the timeline and set the ratio to 16:9. Place the voiceover on the timeline as well. Remove the original movie voiceover. The easiest way is to select the video file and slide the volume down to -infinity. Since the voiceover is only for the first 2 scenes, I'll locate where the first scene begins and split. An essential note: before splitting, it's common to flip the video horizontally to reduce the chances of recognition. Now, start splitting the video to match the voice narration. Avoid using more than 3 seconds of original running time without cutting or splitting. Don't speed up the clips. Anyone with basic editing knowledge can edit this type of video. The rule is to ensure the scene aligns with the narration. Editing a 1-hour movie could take approximately 45 minutes if you're fast. As a side note, if you're an editor and someone asks you to edit a movie recap, spend about 1 hour watching the movie and scanning for highlights. This will significantly speed up the process. Moving on to the video editing timeline preview.
The scene begins with 2 men who are awakened by gunshots in the distance. They quickly respond to the sound by arming themselves with their rifles. It's daybreak, and we can see the men heading into the bushes to investigate the earlier commotion.
2 things remain to complete this process: some background music and an adjustment layer. You can source background music from any platform with non-copyrighted music. Pixabay has a lot, but be cautious of Content ID protected tracks, indicated by a shield icon. A track without the icon is free to use, but you may need to include attribution in your video's description. After finding a suitable track, use the download button to save it to your computer. Back in the video editor, I'm going to import the background music and add it to the timeline. I'll also adjust the volume to be between 25 and 35 dB. Here's a quick preview.
You can see the men heading into the bushes to investigate the earlier commotion.
Now, before I export the composition, I'm going to add the final element, an adjustment layer. Depending on your editor, there may be different ways to add adjustment layers. Mess around with the temperature, hue, and saturation. Personally, I set the temperature to cool and slightly desaturate the video. If you're using CapCut, keep the 3 values at -50, -40, and -30. Once done, you can export the video. This is the final video.
The scene begins with 2 men who are awakened by gunshots in the distance. They quickly respond to the sound by arming themselves with their rifles. It's daybreak, and we can see the men heading into the bushes to investigate the earlier commotion. They spot something in the bushes, the lower body of a man on the ground with his body parts scattered all over the place. The man is Ruiz, and he was a hunter. Upon closer inspection, they conclude that Ruiz was probably hunting a puma, but somehow he lost to the big cat. Just before they leave, they discover something else, a box full of strange equipment. Additionally, they find a book with a map and some identification.
When I first attempted to create movie recaps about a year ago, I faced some challenges. However, by reading comments left by some creators on my previous video and editing for some big movie recap channels on YouTube, I gained experience in monetizing movie recap channels, avoiding copyright claims, and preventing video blocks. I understand your concerns about monetization and how to avoid copyright. The truth is, you can't completely avoid it. But there's a way to sustain your channel without attempting to game the system. That's why there's a comment section under this video. I'll be waiting for you there to answer any questions you might have regarding this topic. Thanks for watching.